bienvenue pour ce premier Afterwork organisé par l'ambassade de Côte d'Ivoire en Autriche. L'objectif, c'est vraiment de pouvoir renforcer les liens entre le secteur privé ivoirien et le secteur privé autrichien.
I would like the ambassador of Afterwork Cote, His Excellency Mr. Cissé Yacouba, to come take the floor and deliver his address.
I would like to thank you warmly for being present at this important event, which demonstrates your interest in business opportunities in my country, Côte d'Ivoire. Let me introduce you to Côte d'Ivoire, a country located in West Africa, which offers an attractive economic environment and vast investment opportunities. With a population of over 28 million and a booming economy, Côte d'Ivoire is a dynamic and promising market. According to recent data from the World Bank on GDP per capita, Côte d'Ivoire ranks among the most dynamic economy of the economic community of West African states called ECOWAS, with GDP per capita of US $2,276.3. It is recognized as one of the economic engines of ECOWAS, a market of more than 350 million consumers. Côte d'Ivoire, the economic hub of West Africa, offers significant advantages in regional trade. My country benefits from a strategic geographical position, modern infrastructure, and exceptional regional connectivity. We are a major logistic hub with well-equipped ports and road and rail corridors that facilitate the transport of goods in the region. In addition, Côte d'Ivoire is the main exporter of goods and services in the region, with key sectors such as agriculture, industry, mining, and financial services playing a vital role in economic growth of the sub-region. In the agricultural sector, for example, Côte d'Ivoire is the world leading producer of cocoa and cashew nuts, the leading African producer of latex and bananas, the second African producer of palm oil. These high-quality agricultural products are in high demand on international markets, providing significant export opportunities for Austrian companies. With regard to industry, we have set up special economic zones and industrial parks, providing competitive advantages such as tax-insensitive, modern infrastructures, and investor support services. This initiative aims to stimulating private investment, to foster an industrialization of and promote the local processing of raw materials. We are also a country rich in natural resources, with reserves of oil, gas, iron, ore, and other raw materials. The energy and mining sectors offer attractive investment opportunities in the exploration and production of these resources. Côte d'Ivoire occupies a central place in the West African Economic and Monetary Union, called UEMOA in French, a regional organization that aims to promote economic integration and financial stability among its member states. As a founding member and economic engine of UEMOA, Côte d'Ivoire plays a key role in the economic development of the sub-region. As a member of the Economic Monetary Zone, Côte d'Ivoire also benefits from a monetary union with a common currency called the CFA, francs, pledged to the euro, which facilitates trade and investment within the region. This monetary stability contributes to the strengthening investor confidence and facilitate commercial transactions with other IMO members countries. In addition, Côte d'Ivoire is engaged in a regional initiative aimed at strengthening economic integration and developing regional infrastructure such as transport corridors and energy interconnection. These efforts are helping to improve Côte d'Ivoire's regional connectivity and competitiveness, while strengthening business opportunities for foreign investors. In conclusion, Côte d'Ivoire offers an attractive economic, legal, and judicial environment with solid regional integration within ECOWAS. Our strategic position in West Africa, our modern infrastructure, our economic dynamism, and our vast investment opportunities makes Côte d'Ivoire a wise choice for Austrian businessmen looking for new market and strategic partnerships.
Côte d'Ivoire is home to investment. Akwaba, welcome to Côte d'Ivoire, land of investment, land of hospitality, the cultural and economic crossroads of West Africa. In the south, the Atlantic Ocean, 500 kilometers of beaches, an invitation to travel and discover. The city of Abidjan and the primary tropical forests of nearby Banco National Park. Over 3,000 hectares of lush and breathtaking greenery to break from the nearby urban frenzy. Abidjan also features one of Africa's most beautiful golf courses, with good-sized bunkers arranged around a massive central lake. In the center, in Yamoussoukro, Notre-Dame de la Paix, the basilica with the world's highest dome. In the east, great kingdoms with rich traditions. In the west, age-old mountains and waterfalls. In the north, the vestiges of history and the beauty of craft. In this welcoming land, citizens of the world can live, work, and prosper in peace. As West Africa's hub, Côte d'Ivoire provides the infrastructure required for competitiveness. Côte d'Ivoire is West Africa's main industrial and trade platform. It's the largest economy in the West African Economic and Monetary Union, WEMU, whose shared convertible currency, the CFA franc, is an asset in the building of an 8-member-strong regional market. Côte d'Ivoire accounts for 36% of the area's GDP, with monetary stability and low inflation. Its 9% growth rate between 2012 and 2016 is one of the world's strongest. This makes Côte d'Ivoire the best access point to ECOWAS and its 15 member states, not to forget its 320 million consumers. Côte d'Ivoire's road network is amongst the best in the region, and access to both domestic and international trade is made easier by its 2 ports in Abidjan and San Pedro, and its 7 airports, including international airports in Abidjan and Yamoussoukro. Côte d'Ivoire features a quality communications network. Its telecoms network is connected to optical fiber, making Côte d'Ivoire a land of innovation and creativity, all great assets for growth. The high electrical output, over 5,000 gigawatts per hour, is interconnected to supply neighboring countries, another major asset for industrialization and modernization. The country hosts the headquarters of several regional and international bodies, including the African Development Bank, the Regional Stock Exchange, and the International Cocoa Organization. Côte d'Ivoire is the economic powerhouse of West Africa. The local workforce is well trained. The basic and advanced education system are supported by international quality infrastructure, with classes in both English and French. Public universities, the National Polytechnic Institute in Yamoussoukro, and private universities provide a quality education. The health and sanitation system is one of the best in West Africa, with public health centers available nationwide and several private hospitals and clinics of international quality. As a land of investment, Côte d'Ivoire is full of opportunities in all sectors. President Alassane Ouattara's vision of making Côte d'Ivoire an emerging economy by 2020 is embedded in the 2016 to 2020 National Development Plan, which emphasizes the structural transformation of the economy through industrialization and the growth of services. The investment potential is estimated at around 47 billion euros. The land is rich and fertile. With about 60% of arable farmland, agriculture is an essential part of the economy, contributing 22% of GDP. Côte d'Ivoire is the world's largest grower of cocoa and cashew nuts. Its agriculture is diversified, and the government's emphasis on local transformation of raw materials opens the door to opportunities. Indeed, the National Agriculture Investment Programme incentivizes local and international investors to bring about the industrial transformation of the strongest sectors. Livestock and fish farming are also growth sectors. A soil full of unexploited potential. Côte d'Ivoire's soil is rich in ores, including gold, diamonds, manganese, bauxite, copper, iron, nickel, oil, and gas. The objective is to make mining an essential growth sector, especially through the new mining code. Services growing fast. In the service sector, the revenue index reaches 7%. Banks, telecoms, construction, distribution, transportation, and health are constantly growing. Côte d'Ivoire's business environment makes it easy to invest. The country has been improving its business environment since 2013. With a focus on doing business. Structural and structuring reforms place it amongst the world's most reform-minded countries. This includes starting a business in 24 hours, better legal security for businesses, thanks to a commercial court that issues its rulings in less than 60 days. The creation of single windows for business-related procedures at CEPICI, external trade, and the Building Permit Office. Côte d'Ivoire presents investors with a large array of incentives and facilitation measures. A competitive and attractive investment code, including fiscal and customs exemptions and the transfer of benefits. Specific investment codes for mining and oil and gas. Free trade zones, including an IT and biotechnology center called VITIB, as well as special economic zones.
The Investment Promotion Agency, CEPICI, which welcomes and accompanies the investor in the achievement of his or her project.
In addition to its economic performance, Côte d'Ivoire is also West Africa's cultural hub. In Abidjan, as in the main towns and cities, modernity, creativity, and African authenticity combine to make Côte d'Ivoire a happening and forward-moving country, where the living is fine. Akwaba, welcome to Côte d'Ivoire, land of opportunity, growth, and investment. You will feel right at home here.
I would now like to welcome Ms. Woods, right? So that you could present us with your business, what you're doing, your operation, and talk a bit more about you and your Austrian experience here.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Teresa Woods. I'm representing the Austrian company EE Austria International Projects. And the EE in our name actually stands for Education, E-Government and E-Solutions. This is the three main areas that we are active in. We are internationally active for more than 20 years and also have experience in more than 20 different countries. And we also have started with our market entry activities to Côte d'Ivoire in September 2022. Since then, I have already been 5 times in Abidjan, just came back 1 week ago. And I actually also just can confirm what already has been said before. It is a very dynamic market. It's a market with various of project and business opportunities. I even had the chance within the 5 times that I've been there so far to hold meetings with different ministries, also with the support of the commercial section of Austrian Embassy still in Casablanca. We're looking forward to the office, the new office to be opened in Abidjan. And I also just could encourage Austrian companies in trying their market entry to Cote d'Ivoire on the one hand, and also to make use of the great support of the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you very much.
Mr. Muldi Kanousi, CEO of Real Mixed Beverages, to be able to present us also with your business and your experience internationally.
Bonsoir, Excellence et bienvenue. Je vais parler en français, respect pour le pays qui nous a invités ici. Alors, je suis le CEO de la société Real Mix. Nous sommes spécialisés dans la production de boissons énergisantes. C'est une marque internationale. On a commencé notre business et la relation avec le Côte d'Ivoire en septembre 2019. Et voilà, c'est une bonne relation. On a tombé amoureux de la pays. C'est par le cœur avant de voir par les yeux. On a une très bonne relation. On est arrivé de février 2023. Alors, je peux être un témoin de ce que j'ai vu et j'ai vécu là-bas. C'est un pays qui a un grand potentiel, c'est-à-dire du point de vue de la richesse. Chacun, partout, il parle de la richesse naturelle, de la richesse terrestre. Mais ce que m'a impressionné de plus, c'est la richesse humaine. C'est le jeune et la formation et l'éducation qu'ils ont. Et ça, là, c'est très important pour chaque investisseur. Parce que dans beaucoup de pays, il arrive là-bas, il veut faire, il y a tout, mais ça manque et ça tombe qu'il n'y a pas de main-d'œuvre et de savoir-faire. Ce que j'ai constaté là-bas, et c'est pour cela que j'encourage chaque investisseur, parce que le plus important, c'est le cerveau, ce n'est pas la nature qui nous a donné. Parfois, s'il n'y a pas de cerveau, on l'a détruit. Et là-bas, j'ai constaté vraiment qu'il y a une jeunesse, et ça là, le grand trésor, le plus grand trésor pour moi, ce n'est pas la nature qu'est-ce qu'elle a donné, c'est le pays qui a formé ces jeunes-là, parce qu'avec ce cerveau-là, on peut former tout. Et voilà, j'ai eu une bonne expérience et je suis très heureux. J'étais à Yamoussoukro, je suis arrivé là-bas, dans 3 jours, j'ai eu l'honneur d'être avec 4 ministres. Et c'est pas facile, j'ai dit très bien. Il y a des ministres, le monsieur ministre de l'Industrie, il a raté son avion à cause de nous. Et ça dit beaucoup. On a été à Yamoussoukro. J'ai vu une ville qui m'a impressionné. C'est le monsieur, le président qui l'a fait. Il parle de quelqu'un qui est un visionnaire. Pour moi, ce n'est pas un visionnaire, c'est un demi-prophète. Parce que ce que j'ai vu là-bas, en 70, même l'Europe n'a pas eu cette infrastructure-là. C'est-à-dire, voilà, j'aimerais seulement dire pour chacun d'être papa parce que c'est son chemin. Merci beaucoup.
We are one of the best countries in West Africa. I'm not even joking. And I think, don't be afraid. The embassy is here. We have 2 great ambassadors who are willing to help and accompany you in this mission. And the embassy is also open for this type of question. This is what we are here for. And don't be scared. Ich meine Übersetzung war jetzt nicht perfekt, aber ich spreche perfekt Deutsch. Also, if you need somebody who speaks German, we have 2 people in our embassy who speak fluently German. And if you are maybe scared that we will not understand you, we will. And I pray that this is not going to be our last meeting, and we are going to meet every now and again to see how we can push our country, push Austria, and also push Ivory Coast to to have a great business relationship. So don't be scared to come to Ivory Coast. We are the best country, as I said before.
Hello, my name is Andreas Papp. I've worked in Africa in many countries, more in East Africa, not in West Africa. I'm not able to speak French, I'm sorry for that. I wanted to ask for a sector which I have missed in the 7 sectors. Maybe I'm not a specialist on Ivory Coast, that's why I'm here. The health sector. Maybe anyone can tell me more about the health sector, and particularly also primary education sector, also not just around the capital or in the capital, but also on the countryside. Why I'm asking this, I come from an NGO sector. I developed projects in Africa over some years, so I would also be interested, that's in addition to my question, for SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, if this is a topic for Ivory Coast, and how you see it. Do you see it as an opportunity? There are large funds on SDG investments. This would be the range of questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Normally, I'm not a specialist of this question, but what I know, roughly speaking, that in Cote d'Ivoire, now some great efforts are being made to construct new hospitals and many universities in many parts of the country, in the south, in the north, in the west, and the east. So, with respect to the education sector, many efforts have been done. With respect to the health sector, it's the same. Many hospitals have been constructed in Abidjan, as well as in Yamoussoukro, in Grand Bassam, everywhere. I think for those 2 sectors, the effort have been made. So maybe if you have a specialist here, this is a general idea. For what I know, there are some efforts in those 2 sectors.
Bonjour d'abord et merci pour l'invitation, pour cette bonne organisation. Je parle un peu en français. Je pense que c'est vraiment une grande occasion de faire regrouper nos 2 pays, l'Autriche et la Côte d'Ivoire. Et je pense que l'expertise autrichienne a beaucoup à donner pour la Côte d'Ivoire et vice-versa. Ça peut vraiment être un partenariat gagnant-gagnant des 2 côtés, parce qu'on peut apprendre l'un de l'autre, vice-versa, et de faire un vrai échange. Bon, moi je me présente vite, je suis Christian Gaz, je suis médecin, j'ai quand même une expérience de plus de 20 ans en Afrique, notamment dans le secteur de la santé. J'ai travaillé aussi dans les pays francophones, pas en Afrique de l'Ouest, mais en Afrique centrale notamment. And now I will switch to English, so that everyone can understand and no translation is necessary. What the colleague said, I think Mr. Papp, I think this is from the 6th group. It's really a very important additional sector on which it might be a good opportunity to focus on. And thank you, Mr. Ambassador, thank you, His Excellence, for explaining about the efforts which the government of the Ivory Coast has done in investment in healthcare. I think healthcare is a primordial sector like streets and infrastructure, like education. I think these are the 3 pilots of any states. The little problem, which from my humble experience, is that many states, and when we are speaking about African states, many African states realize that this investment in healthcare is very important. They invest and expend a lot of money in infrastructure, in building hospitals, in buying equipment, in having ultra-modern hospitals, but then there is sometimes a lack that the hospital is there, and then there is problem with the maintenance, with the with everything which we call after-sales service. This is spare parts, this is maintenance, this is regular visits, and on the other side there is also a problem in management competence, especially in hospitals. I don't know personally, unfortunately not yet, the Ivory Coast, your beautiful country, but I saw it in many other African countries that there is a nice hospital, but after a certain period, a lot of things broke down due to the lack of maintenance and due to the lack of management. That there is a big lack of people who have leadership and who bring the things to the point and who give their know-how transfer. And I think this should also might be a potential point on which we could also focus. So this is my small remark. Thank you very much.
There is an Austrian company called ADYFE-YHC, who is very involved in equipment in Cote d'Ivoire for health equipment. So this is another advantage for the sector, just to mention that. Thank you very much. Voilà, donc les questions qu'on échange un peu avec cette compagnie autrichienne pour voir dans quelle mesure on peut augmenter les équipements de nos hôpitaux, même les plus éloignés en Côte d'Ivoire.
Health sector is a very important sector. That's why in our priority sectors we have pharmacy, but about pharmacy we have all the health environment, and that's why I think that there is some opportunity to make partnership with Austrian companies which have a very good knowledge in maintenance, in training, in health sector. That's why you want to develop the relationship with Austrian companies. Thank you, sir.
My name is Richmond, part of ADYFE also. I can pick a remark from the last speaker who posed a lot of questions, and he made a remark which I think has not been touched somehow, Mr. Ambassador, if you permit me, which is on the topic of competence management, and also, if we could put it in the better way, capacity building. I think this is something like that really needs to be looked into, if I'm very, very correct, because I drew the point from what he said. I don't know if you have something to say about that.
Alors, je pense qu'en termes de renforcement des capacités, ça c'est un problème qui concerne tous les pays africains. La Côte d'Ivoire n'échappe pas à cette problématique. Le renforcement des capacités, c'est dans les deux sens. Hein. En Côte d'Ivoire, nous avons des médecins qui sont formés, qui sont des généralistes, souvent qui ont besoin de renforcer leurs capacités avec l'extérieur. Donc ça demande à mettre en place toute une stratégie avec les pays les plus développés pour que le transfert du savoir, le transfert des technologies soit une réalité. Moi, je suis juriste, je sais que dans plusieurs conventions internationales, on parle de transfert des capacités, transfert des compétences, mais généralement la difficulté, c'est que les grands pays nous disent, mais le transfert des sciences, ce ne sont pas le fait des gouvernements, c'est le fait du secteur privé. Alors, nous sommes confrontés à cette difficulté juridique, comment faire pour la lever. Donc, c'est une réalité que vous posez, le renforcement des capacités, le transfert des technologies. C'est dans les conventions, dans les traités les plus importants, mais généralement, ce n'est pas mis en œuvre. Donc, I was just saying that the transfer of competence building is an issue in the international arena, many international conventions have provision on those issues, but in the ground there is no effectivity because the great powers sometimes are reluctant to transfer really those competences towards our country. So if we want to deal with this issue, we need to negotiate. We need to have a negotiation on those critical issues. So this is what I can say at this moment.
We especially invited the delegation of China to be part of the activities today and to see the perspectives, how we can stop fighting about Africa, to see how the tripartite partnership, VKO, China and Africa can be something, because I think we have a lot of things to win and we can be like complete each other instead of fighting each other. I know that the decision is not on on Martin's side. It's more complicated than that, but we are really happy. Since a long time we are trying to have like a kind of forum and we did not achieve. So the question will go to the trade representative of the Embassy of China and to Martin Follow at the same time. What can we do to collaborate more together? Because Africa became very dynamic. So we really need to also have like a kind of dynamic partnership with all our partners. We can't stop talking to Europe while we are talking to China. We need both investment, both sides, and how this club, like proposed by my Kalusi, right? We can think of something. Today, maybe we are only 30 people here. Maybe in 6 months, we'll be more than 100 people interested in investing in Ivory Coast, maybe in all Africa. So I will ask again the perspective to collaborate together, because we have diplomats in the room. We don't talk only about business, but also the diplomacy side of it. Thank you so much.
Win-win tripartite partnership. Yusuf is stepping in, Mr. Ambassador.
We want to take advantage to say thank you to China, because they are doing many efforts in our country, especially in Cote d'Ivoire. Many investments have been done by China, and this is my duty to say officially here, thank you very much, and you continue to count on you, because there are many other fields which remain to be developed, and I think China could continue to help in this sense.
Thank you very much for your words. Maybe you wish to take the floor quickly and explain a bit.
We're very happy to be here, and thank you for the invitation.
实际上呢，我来到这呢，感到非常亲切，因为我可以说是非洲人民的一个老朋友了。
Actually, I feel very close to here because I'm an old friend of Africa.
在来到奥地利使馆之前呢，我在中国的商务部工作，每年呢要去非洲，至少要去5趟。
Like before I came here to work in Chinese embassy in Austria, I worked for MOFCOM, Ministry of Commercials in China. And before that, I went to Africa 5 times a year.
所以呢，我可以说我是亲眼见证了我们非洲的这个刚才在视频里和大家刚才介绍的一个非常蓬勃的经济的发展的一个趋势。
So I have seen this big development of Africa economies over the years.
当前呢，中国呢现在是科特迪瓦的第1大贸易伙伴。中国跟科特迪瓦跟非洲的贸易呢，呈现一个非常迅猛的发展的趋势。
So China is now the first commercial partner of Cote d'Ivoire, and also has growing. The business between China and Africa has grown rapidly.
所以呢，作为一个中国人，我很高兴的，其实作为一个见证者，中国的很多企业现在呢都在积极的 看好非洲的市场，包括科特迪瓦市场，积极的跟非洲发展一个非常紧密的经贸的联系。
So, as a Chinese and also as a witness, I'm very happy to be here, and I see that a lot of companies pay a lot of attention and pay high importance to African markets, and also pay high attention to the market with Cote d'Ivoire.
所以呢，我在这里呢也是欢迎我们奥地利的商业各界，包括欧洲的企业家，能够更多的跟我们非洲建立更紧密的商业往来。
So here I welcome our Austrian partnership and also the partners from the Europe to go to Africa and to do business and build a connection with each other.
谢谢。
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for taking the floor and contributing to this event. I think this is a clear invitation to collaboration and tripartite understanding and partnership. I will let maybe Martin answer also a bit and give the Austrian perspective.
Cheers, Bacha. Well, Yusuf, we're not fighting. I had the pleasure to live in China. I had the pleasure to live in Nigeria, Egypt, and Libya, not Cote d'Ivoire yet. Maybe soon. Who knows? I feel like there is a bit of a misconception. I mean, you always have a subjective worldview. So of course, we Austrians believe we're the center of the world, but we're only 8 million. We probably might not be the center of the world. So and even if we would be bigger, we lack the historical ties. We lack the connections, and we lack the huge Austrian companies. Actually, we have a few. We have one in the medical sector that does a lot of projects, for instance, but in general, for the project sizes, for the development time frame, etc., Austria can most probably in many cases not do it alone. So we usually need a partner. And I believe it's just reasonable to be open for any kind of partner there is. We have already started in 2017, I believe, to discuss third country cooperations. We discussed that with China, we discussed that with Turkey, with Portugal, basically anybody who has a strong footprint in certain countries where we don't have it as Austrians. And this can even be supported by the government with special funding instruments. So I believe, yes, should it be more? No doubt. But there is no fighting yourself, don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this contribution. The direct contribution is...
Okay, just what I want to add to what say Martin is that I think that the opportunities are so numerous. So there is the place for everybody who want to be there. I think that regarding the presentation, we have very important opportunities in different sectors. So, and there is a lot of place for everybody who want to be there. That's why I want to add.
Thank you very much. So, thank you very much, everybody, for bearing with us and contributing and also being here today. I think it is time to invite you for the B2B part and the buffet and having some cold drinks. I think everybody deserved it. Once again, I would like to thank the Embassy, Your Excellency, Second Ambassador Mr. Dole, Laure here present. I would like to thank also my always partner and brother here, Yusuf, and all his team, without which we would not be able on the techniques to have been able to kind of patch together all what we've done today. One of the mic died actually just before we started. That's why you saw this entire shenanigans here. Thanks a lot for your patience. Thanks a lot for the deep insights that you shared. I wish that you continue this interesting conversation. This is the beginning of something bigger.
We are very happy to have you here.
and we hope that what has started this evening will continue to be prosperous for our both countries, for Austria and Ivory Coast. And to assure you, I'm a diplomat, I'm also a lawyer. So if you have any kind of legal issue, I'll be ready to go with you in Ivory Coast to put my toes and to go to the tribunal to defend you efficiently. Thank you very much for coming, and see you soon.
Bonjour à tous, merci beaucoup d'être là et d'être présent à cet Afterwork Business Event pour renforcer les relations économiques entre l'Autriche et la Côte d'Ivoire. On a eu le plaisir de pouvoir organiser ça avec mon partenaire Youssouf, que vous avez peut-être déjà entendu parler, du réseau ADYFE, le African Diaspora Youth Forum in Europe. Et donc notre but, ça a été d'organiser cet événement, bien sûr sous le regard de l'ambassade ici de Côte d'Ivoire et en partenariat avec l'ambassade de Côte d'Ivoire, afin de propulser la mise en place de partenariats gagnant-gagnant entre les deux pays. En effet, nous, ce qu'on essaye de faire, c'est ramener le maximum de business et de relations économiques entre les pays. On essaie de créer beaucoup de ponts entre l'Europe et l'Afrique. Et donc cet événement était le premier entre la Côte d'Ivoire et l'Autriche aujourd'hui. Et je pense que ce sera le premier de beaucoup d'autres événements qui seront amenés à se passer, notamment une mission économique qui aura lieu dans la deuxième partie de cette année. Donc restez connectés, on va continuer de communiquer avec vous et puis vous tenir au courant des retombées de cet événement qui, encore une fois, était un réel succès. On tient à remercier bien sûr tous les partenaires, ADYFE-YHC Consulting, donc moi-même, mais aussi l'ambassade de Côte d'Ivoire en Autriche et bien sûr VKO aussi qui est venu participer et représenter le secteur privé autrichien. Merci beaucoup et restez connectés.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Youssouf Diakité, je suis Business Facilitator. J'ai eu l'opportunité avec mon collègue d'organiser ces Afterwork au compte de l'ambassade de la Côte d'Ivoire. C'était vraiment un grand plaisir de voir l'intérêt des compagnies autrichiennes par rapport à l'investissement, par rapport à aller s'investir et aller s'installer en Côte d'Ivoire. Donc nous pensons que c'est juste un début et dans l'avenir il y aura pas mal d'entreprises autrichiennes et d'autres qui vont aller s'installer à Abidjan. C'était vraiment un plaisir et on ne peut que remercier l'ambassade pour cette opportunité et remercier nos collègues, M. Yann Huguenard, qui a aussi vraiment fait de son mieux afin que l'activité devienne comme elle a été. Donc c'est le début d'un grand partenariat entre l'Autriche et la Côte d'Ivoire et nous, on en est très très heureux d'être les agents qui vont faciliter ce process. Merci beaucoup et à très bientôt à Abidjan. Bye.
Mesdames, Messieurs, bonsoir. Je m'appelle Philippe Raffier et je suis Sales Manager chez Rosenbauer, les équipements et les véhicules lutte incendie. J'ai été invité comme un certain nombre d'entreprises autrichiennes à participer à l'Afterwork de l'ambassade de la Côte d'Ivoire ici à Vienne. Je considère que c'est un événement qui est majeur puisque nous avons pu avoir des informations très précieuses sur la diversité des activités du secteur économique en Côte d'Ivoire, ce qui nous a permis d'avoir un large éventail des opportunités, des possibilités que nous pouvons avoir. En ce qui nous concerne, nous sommes là pour sauver la sécurité des personnes et des biens en tant que concepteurs, fabricants de véhicules lutte incendie. Et donc tous les secteurs d'activité sont pour nous très utiles. Et la Côte d'Ivoire en a beaucoup. Merci.
My name is Milan Maitan. I am Honorary Consul of Côte d'Ivoire in Slovakia. And I was so happy when I received the invitation for such kind of events because it is the first time when I participated on this kind of event, and I saw and recognized that it's very important to build up the cooperation between not only just the two countries, but between the people. This is most important. And of course between people in the business environment, but in the culture as well, and the other environments, including, for example, the sports. For me it's very important because in Slovakia we didn't have yet such kind of interesting event, and I hope that thanks to organize this kind of event in Austria, and because Slovakia is not far from Vienna, I can imagine that next time I will invite some business partners also from Slovakia on this kind of meeting. Even it was directly to the Austrian companies, but I can imagine in the future that some participants will be also from Slovakia, and we can build up some relationship also between my country and the businessmen and the Côte d'Ivoire activities regarding the business development.
Bon, je suis le docteur Christian Glaser. Je suis médecin de formation, chirurgien, gestionnaire des hôpitaux et aujourd'hui consultant dans toutes les matières hospitalières. J'ai travaillé, j'ai une expérience quand même de 30 ans professionnelle, dont 20 années en Afrique, dans les différents hôpitaux en Afrique. Je pense que c'était une très bonne initiative d'approcher les deux pays, la Côte d'Ivoire et l'Autriche. Vous savez, l'Autriche est un très petit pays en Europe, hein, qui n'a pas une historique coloniale. Donc l'ancienne Autriche n'a jamais eu des colonies comme la France, comme la Belgique, comme la Grande-Bretagne. Donc on ne connaît pas ces terrains trop bien, donc la plupart des gens ici. Et peut-être il y a une petite peur ou un petit scepticisme parce qu'on rentre dans une terre inconnue. Malgré le fait que l'Afrique, c'est le continent qui est le plus proche pour l'Europe, hein, avec beaucoup des avantages. C'est vraiment une économie très croissante, avec plus qu'1 milliard de gens. C'est vite accessible, les temps de voyage est moins long par rapport au voyage en Asie, aux États-Unis, en Amérique. Il n'y a pas de décalage d'horaire, donc il y a beaucoup d'avantages. Hein. Et surtout, il y a l'Afrique aujourd'hui, dans la plupart des pays, il y a une croissance, il y a beaucoup de choses qui devraient être faites. L'économie doit croître et ça ouvre beaucoup de chances, des opportunités aussi pour les compagnies européennes, notamment les compagnies autrichiennes. Donc je pense que c'est une chance pour les deux côtés qu'on ne doit pas rater.
Je suis Kanossi Mouldi, je suis le CEO de Real Mix Beverage International et nous sommes une société créateur et société de production de boissons énergisantes. Notre marque est au Côte d'Ivoire depuis 2019. Notre CEO, Madame Diamanté pour Real Mix Afrique, elle est le CEO de toute l'Afrique. L'expérience elle est très positive. On a commencé cette expérience en 2019. J'ai eu l'honneur de visiter le pays Côte d'Ivoire le février 2023 et c'est une ville comme pays avec un grand potentiel. À part la richesse terrestre et la richesse des choses qui m'a impressionné de plus, c'est la richesse humaine de jeunes, de savoir-faire, leur éducation, parce que sans cette richesse-là, on ne peut rien créer comme un nom d'affaires, et la sécurité. Et voilà, un grand merci pour tous les ministres, surtout pour Madame Diamanté, pour le travail qu'elle a fait, que la marque elle est en train de grandir là-bas et dans toute l'Afrique. Un grand remerciement Madame Diamanté, la marraine, et pour cet événement d'aujourd'hui. C'était un honneur pour moi d'assister et de faire connaissance avec des collègues. Et j'aimerais que si on arrive à créer l'idée de faire une association de clubs d'affaires, de hommes d'affaires, autrichiens, côte d'Ivoiriens, comme ça on échange sur tout le plan. Alors encore une fois, un grand merci pour tous les organisateurs et surtout pour Monsieur l'ambassadeur. Et au revoir et à très bientôt.
Mein Name ist Theresa Wutz. Ich bin Ich vertrete die österreichische Firma ADYFE Austria International Projects GmbH. Der Name ADYFE mag vielleicht ein klein wenig ungewöhnlich erscheinen, aber steht für die 3 Hauptbereiche, in denen wir international tätig sind. Das ist Education, E-Government und E-Solutions. Im Kern sind wir eine Softwarefirma, allerdings entwickeln wir im internationalen Feld gemeinsam mit potenziellen Kunden Turnkey-Projekte, welches bedeutet, wir nehmen auch Komponenten mit hinein, die vielleicht nicht unsere Kernkompetenz sind, ja, aber wenn es erforderlich ist, um das Projekt zu verwirklichen, partnern wir entweder mit lokalen Unternehmen oder aber auch mit österreichischen Unternehmen, die die Expertise, die erforderliche mitbringen. Um ein konkretes Beispiel zu nennen, wenn es darum geht, ein bestehendes Berufsbildungszentrum upzugraden mit weiteren Training-Programs, die dort installiert werden sollen, in den unterschiedlichsten Zweigen. Naheliegend ist für Österreich natürlich der Tourismusbereich. Dann nehmen wir zum Beispiel auch einmal den Bau mit hinein, wenn es die dafür erforderliche Infrastruktur nicht gibt, und diese eben geschaffen werden muss. Bezüglich Côte d'Ivoire ist es so, dass wir mit unseren Markteintrittsaktivitäten im Herbst 2022 begonnen haben. Bisher einige Reisen dorthin schon durchgeführt haben. Wir hatten die Möglichkeit, viele potenzielle Kunden zu treffen. Ich kann nur sagen, es ist vor allem im Vergleich zu anderen afrikanischen Ländern, ein sehr dynamischer Markt. Es besteht großes Interesse an österreichischen Produkten und Services. Und ich kann nur dazu anraten, es einfach zu probieren. Eventuell auch die Unterstützung von den Außenwirtschaftszentren, also von der WKO, in Anspruch zu nehmen, die da auch sehr dabei unterstützt, die Termine mit den jeweiligen Kunden stattfinden zu lassen oder überhaupt zu erwirken. Just have a try.
Hello, my name is Andreas Papp. I'm very happy that I joined the event today to learn more about Ivory Coast and the business opportunities. I myself have worked in Africa many times for NGOs in the past, and now I'm a business consultant. That's why I was eager to learn about opportunities, and it was a great opportunity to see that. I hope similar events will take place where we can discuss more than today about getting into action and create impact on the ground. Thank you very much, everyone who participated and contributed, and see you next time. Bye bye.
Je me nomme Cissé Yacouba, l'ambassadeur de la Côte d'Ivoire en Autriche, à Vienne. Alors, mes impressions sont très bonnes. C'est une initiative à encourager et à saluer. L'ambassade de Côte d'Ivoire est très heureuse d'avoir réussi à réunir les hommes d'affaires autrichiens ici pour parler d'affaires, pour parler des opportunités d'affaires que notre pays offre aujourd'hui dans un environnement de paix et de stabilité, avec une croissance économique très enviable. Donc moi, pour ce qui me concerne, en tant qu'ambassadeur, je suis très fier et très content de cette initiative que nous avons eu à prendre cet après-midi. Et j'espère que cette initiative va en appeler d'autres dans les prochaines semaines, dans les prochains mois. Donc voilà rapidement ce que je peux dire s'agissant de cet événement.